Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Giants going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Now let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Back to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. That's in there, Marty. Over. Hurry up. Here we go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
All right, here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak, and the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he lost the football. And he's got some space here. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back up in there, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw now on first down. Now he'll escape, and the ball is knocked out.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Corliss left side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Second down following the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simmons. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Design run for their wideout. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. They find some open field here. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there around the 35-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. He'll look to throw to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. The Saints on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ebron. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And I think the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
No. 36. Now let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Over. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back there, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 52 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. Green 30. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Over. Leopard. Now let's go. Green 30. Watch it now, Barney. Check.
They'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So another 3 on the board there, and he's been a lone bright spot here. That's now 4 field goals.
And that's nice, but if this offense had finished a few more drives, we might be looking at a completely different ball game. Instead, when you're trading field goals for touchdowns, that's a losing proposition.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
On 3rd down, it's Watts. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And he's got it up and through. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Gone. Now let's go. Detroit. Watch it. Here we go now. Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now the ball comes loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Leopard. Tight down.
On third down, that's Watts. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On third down, it's Watts. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Garrett Swanson now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Back to throw now on first down. Ebron's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad foot.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.